This is the Black Panther, the official newspaper of the Black Panther Party, in an issue dated April 1970. Sold on street corners for the survival programs it funded, the paper was the party's voice to the people. These pages move from the New Haven trial of Chairman Bobby Seale to dispatches on housing, schools, police violence, GI revolts, and international solidarity. Read today, it is a raw primary document of a movement that saw itself at war with what it called American fascism, and that answered repression with the cry, "All power to the people." The party framed every story in one argument, that the courts, police, landlords, schools, and clinics of capitalist America formed a single machine of oppression against Black people. Judges were called ideological lackeys of the ruling class, jails, medieval torture chambers. Against this, the party offered a people's program of self-defense, free clinics, free food, and revolutionary education, insisting the party was manifested in the people themselves. The recurring phrase, "This is but an aspect of the unfolding picture of American fascism," ties the whole issue together. The issue opens with the party's leaders facing the courts. Chairman Bobby Seale awaits trial in Connecticut, his comrades jailed alongside him, and the party vows they will not be sacrificed. The lead articles report that Chief of Staff David Hilliard and Minister of Culture Emory Douglas were jailed for contempt of court in New Haven on April 14, 1970, while attending Bobby Seale's trial. They received 6 months without bail, and their appeal was swiftly denied. The writer brands the judge a contemptuous condor, a blood-dripping vulture in a black robe, and argues the courts exist to legitimize the criminality of the ruling class. The Pawnee answers that its leaders are political prisoners, and that it is manifested not in any one man, but in the people. A defiant editorial declares that fascist attacks will only heighten the party's resolve, vowing each member will become a match for 100. It accuses U.S. imperialism of meeting cries of freedom with prisons and bullets, and hunger with billion-dollar moonshots. The recurring slogan, "Today's pig is tomorrow's bacon," captures the tone. International solidarity reinforces it. A telegram from the Korean Democratic Lawyers Association condemns the plot to murder Bobby Seale, and Minister of Information Eldridge Cleaver frames the party's ideology as Marxist-Leninism applied to the Black struggle in Babylon. Doug Miranda profiles Lonnie McLucas, a state area captain facing the electric chair with 8 other Connecticut Panthers, framing him as an ordinary man who simply said no to the filth, dope, and brutality forced on his community. A companion essay, "To Be or Not to Be," by Big Man, sharply criticizes the white New Left for vanishing when Bobby Seale was bound and gagged, accusing white radicals of racism and Zionism. It insists the party will not rewrite its manifesto, closing with the line, "The weapon of criticism will never equal the criticism of weapons." Several pieces argue the legal system itself has become a weapon. Trials are railroad jobs, judges are pirates, and the party calls on the people to stop relating to the courts at all. Joan Kelly argues that under Attorney General Mitchell, the courts have given a green light to open fascism, replacing show trials with 4-day convictions. She cites a 51-year-old Black man given a 1,000-year burglary sentence, while a white killer walks free in 7 years, and points to Bobby Seale beaten and gagged in Hoffman's courtroom. The piece insists the Constitution and what it calls America's kangaroo courts are being used to legally lynch Black people, and concludes the people must stop relating to the courts altogether, for the streets belong to the people. Daruba reports that in the pre-dawn hours of April 12, 1970, fire gutted the New York office housing the Panther 21 Defense Committee and the Lawyers' Law Commune, destroying transcripts and upcoming testimony. He charges that BOSS and the FBI, whose headquarters sat across the square, set the blaze and likely stole the real defense files first, all to sabotage the trial of the 13 Panthers accused in a so-called bomb plot. He calls it but a small aspect of the unfolding picture of American fascism, vowing to put the defense in the streets of Babylon. Dispatches from across the country document beatings, raids, and shootings, told in the party's language of pigs and the colony. The paper treats each as evidence of an everyday war on Black communities. A wave of reports details police violence. In Roxbury, over 30 officers raid the Carrington family at dawn, beating 2 men and terrifying 4 children. In Philadelphia, 14-year-old John Hargrove, called Little Hot Rod, is mauled by a canine dog and beaten by Frank Rizzo's officers. In Richmond, children on bicycles are clubbed and arrested after an argument with an elderly woman. Mumia's Today in the Life of the Colony recasts these killings as a cowboy movie of genocide made in the USA, urging every Black home to arm itself for self-defense. Other pieces fight on the home front. The Illinois chapter holds a press conference to refute a media lie of a rift between Bobby Rush and Billy Chi Brooks. A Twin Cities center warns of thieves robbing people in the party's name. In Boston, the Dearborn School, called the prison by its children, is exposed for rats, broken heat, and racist teachers as mental genocide. And in Vallejo, the paper denounces a Black would-be leader who invited police into the community, what it calls covert fascism by an Uncle Tom. Beyond the war reports, the issue shows the party building, free clinics, free festivals, housing organizing, and even gun training columns frame survival as the work of a vanguard party serving its community. The party's constructive programs fill these pages. A People's Free Festival in San Francisco offers free food, free clothing, revolutionary art by Emory Douglas, and Off the Pig games for children, which the writer calls socialism in practice. In Chicago, the Spurgeon Jake Winters People's Medical Care Center wages a door-to-door preventative campaign free of charge. Articles on urban renewal, branded nigger removal, and The Big Lie expose how housing is left to rot so land can be cleared, and urge tenants to liberate buildings and form a people's repair service. 2 how-to columns reflect the era's militancy. Part 3 on training teaches gun safety, sight alignment, trigger squeeze, and breath control, insisting practice is what makes a member a match for 100. Part 4 on so-called recipes openly prints instructions for incendiary devices and frames armed self-defense as the only honest answer to 400 years of brutality, quoting the Brazilian guerrilla Carlos Marighella. These pages are a stark reminder of how the party defined survival in terms of defending the colony by any means necessary. The issue widens its lens to rebelling soldiers, international comrades, and finally to the party's own founding documents, the rules and the 10-point program that anchored everything else. The paper reprints dispatches from inside the military. At Mannheim, West Germany, about 100 Black and white GIs revolt in an army stockade, burning buildings and battling MPs to free their comrades. 4 soldiers are jailed for forming a GI War Crimes Commission as My Lai killers go free, and a group called the Movement for a Democratic Military calls fellow soldiers to turn on their real enemy. Alongside these, birthday greetings to Kim Il-sung and a notice of Anna Louise Strong's death in Peking knit the party into a worldwide anti-imperialist front. The issue closes on the party's foundations. 26 rules govern members, from no narcotics and mandatory political education to a ban on stealing even a needle from the people. Then comes the October 1966 10-point program, What We Want, What We Believe, freedom, full employment, decent housing, true education, exemption from military service, an end to police brutality, freedom for Black prisoners, fair juries, and, as the major objective, a UN-supervised plebiscite. The program even borrows the words of the Declaration of Independence to justify abolishing a destructive government. More than 50 years on, this issue of the Black Panther is a document of a movement under siege, brilliant in its organizing, fierce in its language, and uncompromising in its vision of liberation. Its survival programs prefigured later social policy. Its rhetoric of armed struggle remains contested, but its central conviction endures on every page, that the power belongs not to some or to one, but to all of us, that, as Huey Newton wrote, the ideas will always be among the people, all power to the people.